on the end of the day after late as fuck. Well, what else is there? Admit it, you're stuck, but Mr. Nelson don't care. Behold Mr. Nelson's art. Hear what has to say from the very start. The late as fuck. Well, what else is there? Admit it, you're stuck, but Mr. Nelson don't care. Behold Mr. Nelson's art. Hear what has to say from the very start. Watch Mr. Nelson draw, and listen to him tell his tales.
Well, I hope this works, but everything's been going wrong. There it goes again. The camera's out. I might not be able to do it. It's never been like this before. Come on. All this set up and it won't work. It's just not. I don't know what the deal is. We'll try that one. Is it on? Before I can even put it in the presentation, it shuts off. Man. That is bizarre. I'm trying. Let's say, okay. No. Maybe this jack. No, I don't think that's going to work either. Well, that's more than 5 seconds. Let's see. Is it? There it is. Let's hope this works. Oh, all right. Apologies in advance, as per usual. Jeez. Okay, I got 3 chats here. Don A. Thompson, satellite man after Pat Dixon. He is? Well, it's a little late. Nodak123, hit the like button. Yes, listen to Nodak123. A. Thompson, Doug, I need to see those hands or no deal. Well, here they are for the time being. I don't know what the hell that was all about. Jeez, all that setup. Say, oh boy, I can come on real quick right after Pat's show. Yeah, everything goes to hell. And that was just the camera. Other stuff wasn't working either. I don't know. Anyway, not A. Thompson. Oh, yeah, here's those hands. Dominic drawing the two tasks tonight. Oh, see, I can't even get started and the camera just went off. This might not work. All right, let me hurry up and draw something. I need to, I hear it go off again. Jeez. Well, at least it warns me of that. I'd have to pull down the other camera, rearrange it over here if this one's just going to keep pooping the bed. Why would it do that? I got that crappy camera, but I don't have any means by which to attach it to this thingamajiggy. I mean, I could put it up on the monitor, but then it would be upside down. I'm barely moving here. Don't touch the wire. First up, it's the woman who did the suicide pact. Could have been a woman, but it's just a monster now. Oh no, my backlight's going out. Oh, that doesn't matter. I'm not on camera, just my hands. Oh yeah, I need to brighten up the light. There. Virtually no neck. It just disappears into the body, and here's her like prison jumpsuit thing. They managed to find one that fits, which is impressive. Well, maybe not. You know, we've been living in the age of ginormous blobs. You know, that's not fat. That's something else. You know? Did it just go out again? Yes, it did. It's not like it's going dead. It just and then leaves, and then I mean, of course, it was a different camera. That's right. I was thinking, hey, it didn't crap out while I was on Pat's show. That is a different camera. But sometimes that does happen. I mean, it'll just go out. I mean, you can still hear me, but you can't see nothing. So anyway, this crazy biatch, who, you know, looked in the mirror and thought, I don't know if I want to do this no more. So told her 10-year-old, said, we're going to die together. And whatever pills she had on hand, she got those out and decided, we're going to take these and die. Well, you know, a 10-year-old is 10. So I'm going to say this is on the mother, you know. So anyway, the 10-year-old being going to do what mommy says, you know, takes the pills. But mommy pussed out and didn't take the pills. And then panicked when the daughter was unresponsive. Like, how did this happen? So, well, you know, she called 911, which I don't know how many times they had to explain to her. How did this happen? They said, you happened. Oh. Oh no. So well, I think she's not facing a lot of. I can't remember if she's the one of these cases. That's like, well, you contributed to harm or endangering a child. She didn't just endanger the child. It's just you just got lucky that the kid didn't die from an overdose. So that's attempted murder. But I mean, maybe that's just like the automatic charge or something. They can add more later. But it's like they were going on about the amount of time she'd be facing would be, it'd be a year, but well, almost a year, 364 days. So you get the final day off. Now, that's what you can look forward to. But no, I'm thinking it needs to be more than that. And then there's the other horrible part. Somebody, somebody banged this thing. But look, I know not everybody looks all that great, and it can be depressing and all that. But this is one of those cases where you can't say it's what's on the inside that counts, because the inside, in her case, is worse than this. So, you don't know my life. It's been hard and stuff. And none of it will excuse this and all of that sort of thing. So there you go. Oh gee, mommy messed up because life didn't turn out the way she'd hoped it would. Blah, 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 blah. So, here we go. Her name's Brittany. Brittany. Maybe at one time she actually looked like a Brittany, But again, life didn't turn out the way you thought. And she just kept stuffing her face. But that's just the weight. I don't know. I guess there's something of a chin in there somewhere. It doesn't look like it. I don't know. What are you going to do? I'm not saying you have to go to prison because you don't have a chin. It's there. See? Watch. There, just put the ink to it. There it is. But no. Talking your kid into taking whatever. The report said unknown pills or whatever. Some of that, was it just the laziness of the report? It's like, I don't know. There was pills all over the place. It really knocked the kid out. And actually, it was the daughter who told him about the suicide pact. So they managed to revive her at the hospital. And, hey, what the hell happened here? And so she says, well, Mama said we're doing a suicide pact. Oh, my God. By the way, how's Mom doing? And it's like, she's fine. Really? Yeah, she didn't go through with it. Damn camera. Come on. Oh. See, even the camera just doesn't want to see that. Look, Actually, the drawing's kind of flattering to the real deal, you know. We can just make it to the point of when I switch to Photoshop to color this thing. Then shouldn't be any interruptions. But that is pissing me off. So I don't know. I guess there's some damage to this camera or something. Wire just fails and it dies. I don't know. But I can't have that. I can't have that because I'm a professional. So there she is. She looks like one of those puppets or whatever, but not as nice, you know. I'm sure. Well, I was depressed, and yeah, I'm sure there's a lot more of that coming along. Boy, you really. But goddamn, I mean, a 10-year-old, you pull that shit, and then you just sit there. The 10-year-old goes through with it, and you're like, oh. Of course, she'll probably say, well, it's a good thing I didn't, because who would have called the ambulance? Oh, yeah. Thank God you were there. All right. There she is. There she is. Mother of the year. You know I love my baby. Oh, jeez. All right, I'll let the ink dry for a bit as I read more chat. Drawing tasks. Oh, the two tasks. Yeah. Not a Thompson S. Not a Thompson. What camera is this? It's it's a camera. A Thompson, camera asleep. No. It's been sleeping all day. It's time to work. A Thompson, the latest Tony Chase is hilarious. I cannot stop watching. He's still getting zapped in the pecker. A Thompson, USB port going to sleep. Well, that's a possibility. But I've swapped it around, and that's all the ports. So, the other camera was acting okay. Plus, the light. That's a USB port too, and it's fine. So anyway, Doug, that movie Pearl was gross. Well, yeah, it's a horror movie and there's murder and she kills people. Plus, that perfectly nice pig roast, and they left it on the porch, and maggots and shit. Man, you really hate to see that. For the usual reasons, of course. And oh God, you have. Yeah, you really hate to see that because it's disgusting, but at the same time, it's also extremely wasteful. Looks like if Michael Myers enjoyed bonbons more than killing. Yeah. Yeah. If only she wore the mask. You see, he had the decency to do that. Dominic. Pat needs a woman less crazy than Felicia. This woman will do. Well, she's going to be unavailable for a while, but then again, could send the letters, Taylor Swift greater than Disney, Star Wars, and I forget the other one. There went the camera. See, even the camera doesn't want to. Yeah, I know. Person, turquoise, waving person. Man. Are you going to even let me erase this? So you can watch me do that. That's fun. Oh, jeez. I'm getting irritated now. Oh, I tell you. Oh, boy. You're getting on my last nerve now. Oh, yeah. Yes, you are. You goddamn camera. I bought you. Now you're my property. You must act accordingly. Yeah, damn it. Yeah. All right. We'll add a little bit more ink here to solidify the image. You understand? As I put this into the Photoshop and give it color. And by that, I should be able to wrap it up much quicker than otherwise. That, some of this. Oh boy. Oh yeah, the detail that really isn't there at all in the picture, but I'm putting it anyway. What went wrong? Well, I don't know. I had dreams of becoming a star. Well, don't dream that. It's not going to happen. A. Thompson, she fucked a scarecrow. Well, she attempted to, but then the scarecrow started to look like Superman, and she got all freaked out and screamed at it and told her, I'm married. But it's like, hey, you're the one who started this shit. I guess it was like a really messed up, ass backwards Wizard of Oz, you know. Oh, Scarecrow, you make me the horniest of all. That kind of thing. Just saying, you know. Anyway, there she is. We'll see her in Photoshop. But now we have to move on to our next princess. What is it? Oh, yeah, the mother and daughter duo. Those two. Well, Mom got mad at Grandma. I mean, not her grandmother, it was her mother. Because turns out her mother, these are the Craig girls. So the elder Craig didn't like it when her daughter stole money from her bank account. Well, the daughter didn't like her being mad about that. So she killed Grandma or Mama, you know. Meanwhile, the granddaughter, her daughter, I know it's confusing, spoken that all at once. Well, she heard Grandma scream. But then Mama said, don't go into Grandma's room. But you know how kids are, they don't listen. So eventually she went in there and there's Grandma, dead and all bloody and stuff. And so Mama told the daughter here, that ultimately the granddaughter and all this, you got to help me get rid of the body. If I go to prison, you'll have to take care of your sisters, something like that. I don't know how many siblings are involved or whatever. And so she decided, I better help Mom dispose of Grandma's body. I don't know. And so she did. So, what do you do? Well, you go on Amazon and you look for acid that can get rid of the body. Well, I guess they quickly gave up that idea and decided to get a chainsaw from Amazon. So you can get those on him. I don't know about the, sulfuric acid or whatever. Check out the Discovery Channel. There's all those killers. They always figure that out. What's the best way to dispose of a body should you find yourself in that situation? Yeah. Anyway, so decided to do that to dismember the body and put it on the barbecue grill. And for accelerant, usually you get lighter fluid, you know. And I think they bought the barbecue grill on Amazon as well. So they originally didn't have one, but decided, hey, I got to burn all these parts. I know. Barbecue grill. And decided to use, of course, gasoline or lighter fluid instead of, lighter fluid. Well, people noticed and the fire department was called and all that stuff, but somehow, and that's the interesting, some of these articles, they give you the scant details. There's a lot of things missing in them. Apparently, the fire department didn't notice. I guess they were able to get the body parts off and shove them down in the basement or something, because that's not how they were caught, So, well, that plan didn't work, and you're like, neighbors, they got to be nosy, and so plus you can imagine the smell. So figured, well, we're gonna have to get rid of her some other way, put her in garbage bags and find some place to dump it or something. I don't know. They hadn't really figured out their next plan here of dealing with this terrible situation they suddenly find themselves in. I mean, how do these things happen? Oh my God, I don't know, but it happened. So eventually someone says, hey, you know what? We haven't seen Grandma Craig in a while. Maybe we should call the authorities to do a wellness check. So the police show up to do the wellness check. And of course, Grandma is not doing well at all. So they, investigate the premise, and whoopsie, there's, bloodied trash bags and stuff like that in the basement. There's a chainsaw with human remains on the chainsaw. Now that's just, you're getting lazy at that point. You come on. Did it ever occur to you that you got to clean that off of there? And that's one of the big pitfalls of murder. You now you've got a body. What do you do? And it's a lot of work. I mean, again, you watch those Discovery Channel shows, and geez, all that trouble and stuff. It's like, man, should have just not have anything to do with this person I can't stand anymore. I mean, that's usually probably I would think that's the better solution. Plus, I mean, this is the daughter's fault, meaning the first daughter, not the the granddaughter is just really stupid and just, I gotta help mama, but mama was stealing from grandma. It's like, geez. And then grandma says, hey, quit doing that. She says, well, I don't want to quit doing it. And plus, I don't really want anyone to know I was doing it. I know. I'll kill my mother. Well, she did. Problem is, then she had a whole other new problem. Yeah. Well, life's funny that way. Oh, jeez. It's going so well. I thought so, but I could be wrong. That's silly. I'm never wrong. Jeez. Yeah, I was gonna do a third one, but I don't know. This might not happen. Come on. Jeez, now it's not even acknowledging I exist. I do exist, don't I? Well, try this. Move it all around. Put your insides out, your outsides in. That's what it's all about. Jeez. All right. We'll see how long this goes. It's like, look, I know these are criminal monsters who did horrible things, but they've been caught. They're in jail. Or wait a minute, maybe these are the ones who actually bonded out. Can't remember. I don't know if it was the previous one. No, the previous one didn't. I think it's these two. And after all that, man, I was like, well, they had the cash. Probably from grandma's bank account. Yeah. So anyway, not sure which one is the mother and which one's the daughter. Now this one, who has this straight hair, I guess it's weave, but it's got gray hairs in it. Yeah, which could be, look, even though it's a weave, I'm going to acknowledge my age. So I would think so, unless it's the lighting and it's some sort of highlights that just come looking great. I don't know. But I'm guessing this one is the mother. So the actual murder. And according to her daughter, says, well, I heard a scream. And she said, don't look at grandma or go into grandma's room. And of course, I never listened to what mama said. So I did. Oh my God, she's dead. Although she did listen to her and everything else. All right, now implicate yourself and become an accessory to this murder. Okay, mama. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'm guessing this lady is the mother. And daughter number one. This is daughter number two, known as granddaughter. And I've already forgotten. I think her name was Salia or something like that. As for the killer, I've already forgotten it. The family name is Craig, although this daughter, I guess she's married now because she had a different name. Yeah, boy, that's the husband. You did what? Yeah, gonna be gone for a while. Just so your dumb mom could steal from her mother. And then got upset when grandma was like, hey, don't steal from my bank account. That's all you had to do. Just, yeah, well. But I tell you, these entitled kids, would be an example of that, I would assume. To the extreme. Well, So I'm guessing they'll get some time. I don't know. It's Maryland, so see how that works out. Well, not really. This is probably the extent of my interest. Um, it's just a sad, sick story, isn't it? And it's probably not healthy to dwell on these things. I wouldn't think. I mean, I do think, but I wouldn't dwell on this. Suppose I could let Photoshop deal with the rest of the hawa. But there is this, yeah, it's like I guess it's the light hitting her in the photograph, but it's much darker up here than it is here. That's interesting. That's interesting. But it's just, it's the lighting. All right. And another example, I'm sure, of like, I had dreams. Yeah. And I just needed a little more financing for it. But Mama wouldn't give it to me willingly, so I stole it. I mean, what's hers is mine, isn't it? Anyway, as stated already, no, Mama didn't agree with that, and so she killed her over it. Yeah. But it turns out the main way to get money is to get a job. Yeah. Uh, Boring, fun, tedious. I mean, not fun. Tedious, annoying, sometimes painful. Oh God, you're tired, you're aching back, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Yeah, that's just the way it is. But whining about all that will never justify killing your mother, cutting her up with a chainsaw, putting her on the barbecue grill, and jeez. That is amazing about the fire department show. How the hell did they not get caught dead? I mean, we're not talking about master criminals here. I mean, gee, how do we get this started? I know, pour gasoline on it. I mean, it's amazing they didn't burn their whole place down and themselves and everything, you know. And then I don't know, did the fire department show up and they just hose down the barbecue pit and say, "Hey, don't do that." And you're like, "Okay, well, okay, our work is done here," and they left. No. I guess they were having a good time laughing about, man, these people were stupid. They tried to do a barbecue with gasoline. And then they left. Well, there was no immediate need to investigate this as some, sinister act of arson, that kind of thing. So they just figured, yeah, we're good. Just some idiots who don't know how to do a barbecue. Some people got to learn the hard way and blah, blah, blah. And they just left. Little did they know they had just left the scene of murder. And later on, just somebody happened to notice, hey, what's her name? I haven't seen her in a while. I wonder what happened. Now you know. And you have the people, I never would have thought she'd do that. And then others, oh, I always knew it. That bitch, great. Well, Doesn't surprise me in the least. I mean, you'd think there'd be something. Good God. How do you end up doing this dumb shit? Well. All right. There we have it. The Craig girls. The Craig girls. Let's see here. Pat needs a woman less crazy. Yeah, did that one. She fucked her scarecrow. LOL, says Taylor Swift. Greater. Dominic, mother and daughter duo. You mean Debbie and Tass? No, Debbie and Tass would never be involved in anything like that. Hey, Thompson, does Doug have any crazy ex-girlfriend stories? I'll never tell. See? You see all the trouble you get into when you do? Mm-hmm. You better think about that. Hey, Thompson, need powered USB hub or something? Yeah. NoDAC 123. Yes, Doug, you do exist. Well, now I'm stuck here. Hey, Thompson. Hey, someone got to adopt all the cats. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Thompson, Satellite Man needs to be a villain trademark it, Doug. Oh, Satellite Man. Like, he was minding his own business when suddenly a satellite attacked his teeth and penis. And that's one of those stories where it's kind of, you're sympathetic, even though the guy's a destructive villain. But you realize, oh boy, man, did he have a raw deal. And he's sitting there with his shitty teeth and his laser zapped penis. And you're like, oh, no wonder he's pissed off. And jeez, look at that, huh? See, when I erase them, they look like that now. Jeez. Can I make it to the third picture? I don't know, but I might as well finish erasing this crap. You're not really missing anything. I'm just dumping the pencil shavings, whatever the hell. Sorry, I hit the microphone. All right. Oh, God. There we go. It's back on. Blah, blah, satellite. A. Thompson, save Pat Dixon. Pat, consider yourself saved. I guess I should copy the link and send it to him. He's probably went out to get something to eat. Do that. Let me write it. Here's, not hers. Here's the link if you wanna come on. No biggie. Oh yeah, and I actually got to put the link in there. This wouldn't make any sense if I didn't. You're like, stupid fucking up Doug. He screwed up again. That's what he does. Anyway, hey Thompson. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Doug. Tony Chase is claiming she satellite man zapped his anus the other day. So this is a trans satellite man or woman that zapped. Well, goddamn. This is really horrible. This is worse than Pearl, you know. Nodak 123, old irritated at his camera Doug. Yeah, that's is that gonna be a thing? It better not. Damn camera better work. I paid money for it. Susan Dolan. Hi, Susan. Hello to all. I am here. Greetings, Douglas. Welcome aboard, Susan. A. Thompson. Pat might get a kick out of Tony Chase. A. Thompson, tell Pat your audience is demanding his presence. Well, I sent him the link. So let me get rid of this image. The Craig girls. And now we're on to Anastasia, who got so drunk she went out barefoot walking in the woods or something, and brought her grandbaby along the way. Then I guess dropped the baby in a ditch, went more wandering around, telling people she's looking for a baby. And I said, "You mean your grandchild? This one?" And she said, "I don't know." Anyway, she is pretty drunk. So that's her excuse. Hey, I got drunk, you know. Remember in the old days when you need a babysitter, you know? Usually, yeah, that was grandma and grandpa. Well, they don't make old people like they used to. They just seem to lose their minds about getting old, you know? It's like, well, it's gonna happen. You'd better come to terms with that as soon as possible. And try not to take it out on your grandchild. And also, don't get drunk while babysitting. Is this the moment where Anastasia found out she may have a problem? So it's a grandbaby. I don't know what's the deal with the parents. I'm wondering if this is one of those situations where, yeah, the actual mother of the baby is even worse than grandma, you know. And so it's like, oh, geez, poor kid. But anyway, some dude saw this driving around and he said, huh, this don't look right. Even though when he confronted the woman initially, oh, we're fine. Well, that was a lie. Or at least a mistake. I mean, she was really drunk, so really not the one to make the judgment on whether everything's fine or not. And it wasn't. And so eventually the police get involved and all that. And her husband is, oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, damn it. So once she sobers up and realizes the stupid shit she did, I think she'll own up to it and realize, you know, God damn, man, did I fuck up? I feel awful. Or is it everybody else's fault? It's her husband's fault. It's, you know, nobody ever really gave her any me time. And she had a mental breakdown. That's why she has to drink to deal with all the pressures and not feeling properly loved or something. Oh, I don't know. gee, the world, it's climate change, something. And I just can't cope, so I acted out. And I wish it hadn't happened, but damn it all. You guys all failed me. You really did. And this is on you, you know? Something like that. I mean, there's got to be a way to escape responsibility. And isn't that what everybody wants to do? Ah, that was me hitting the microphone. It's all this kind of weird tight squeeze. It just looks like a page on the table. Yeah. Well, it's not. Not all is as it seems. Is it going to show me the thing? No. Okay. Huh. I gotta say, not to toot my own horn, but then if I don't, who will? No one. So these are turning out pretty good. Not completely accurate, I wouldn't say, but not too bad for a couple of crazy bitches that I just got to know. Just met tonight, and already I think I've captured their essence in these portraits. I need to figure out how I can get super tips. That would be awesome. I don't know, what voices do I ask for? I mean, my own, of course. I'm sure Melton would put his own voice on there. I think that comes with the package. And then I probably get Pat on there. I mean, Kevin's voice is just so damn funny. Damn, I still think that one's the best. So I gotta have that. Oh, that would be cool. And the Gavin one turned out really well. Yeah, that Pat has. And the Anthony voice, it's clearly his voice, and so you recognize it. Uh, it seems a bit subdued. I guess it all depends on the sample that was submitted for it. I don't know. Oh, where did it all go wrong? Huh? You got stinking blind drunk. Picked up your grand baby, dumped it into a ditch. You think that'll be something that the family looks back on and has a laugh? Have you ever when Grandma got drunk? Oh, yeah, and dumped the baby in the ditch. Jeez. And then she couldn't even remember if she even had a granddaughter. Yeah, those were the days. Oh, well, it's fine. Everything's fine. It's water under the bridge. We can move on. So there she is. She seems concerned now, like, oh, I don't know what exactly, but I think I really messed up. Now, well, maybe she'll figure it out. someday. Okay. Pat might get a kick out of A. Thompson. Tell Pat. Okay, I read that one. Susan Dolan. Everything a narcissist does wrong, and they get hit with a backlash of their own stupidity, is always somebody else's fault. Yeah, I'm guessing she's gonna blame the grandbaby. You know, that's probably how this will go. I mean, both of them were involved in this, and she's gonna say, "Why am I getting all the crap?" No one ever thinks about the grandbaby. I mean, the kid wouldn't shut up. What was I supposed to do? Something like that. And then that'll be her excuse. I'm guessing it won't work, but you know, modern times and all. So, all right. I gotta erase all this stuff before I jump to the break. And as I conclude the drawing part of this enterprise, the camera's going to behave. As I'm doing this, it kind of shakes the table and stuff. And so the camera kind of moves back and forth. You would think that would bloop, bloop, it goes off, you know. No. It's fine. Yeah. Just loves to mess with me. Mess with me it did. And you know what I can do about it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. All right. There we go. That in there. And then I'll run some Nelson knees. I can't remember if it's one I've already run before or not, but I think I did put that in there before I went to bed. I was getting a little punch drunk. That happens. I wake up, hey, did I get everything set up? And some things, yeah, some things, no. Oh no, what happened? Well, guess I did. All right. There's Anastasia. Oh, Grandma Anastasia. Dump him in the ditch, Granny. Oh, dump him in the ditch, Granny. Okay, there's no more chats. All right. I'm going to jump to Nelson News. I will have the Photoshop up and going, and we'll continue from that. Yeah, that'll be fun. No, it will.
This is a Nelson News Bulletin. A former University of Kentucky student caught on camera assaulting a black student worker while repeatedly calling her the N-word will spend a year in jail that will be served out in protective custody. Hello, I'm Mr. Nelson. Sophia Russing was hit with a 12-month prison term after pleading guilty to charges of assault, disorderly conduct, and public intoxication. Russing, who is white, repeatedly lobbed the disgusting racial slurs as she struck then 19-year-old student worker Kyla Spring in a drunken escapade at a campus residence hall in November. Spring previously said she tried to check on Rosing, who appeared drunk, but instead faced the ugly attack. The girl starts saying things like, "Do my chores. It's not my fault you're black. It's not my fault that you're ugly." And at this point, she's like singing the N-word. Rosing, now 23, didn't stop her shocking behavior, even after police arrived and arrested her. She was also accused of kicking and biting a cop during the out-of-control episode. The university banned Rosing, who was a senior at the time, from campus following the racist attack. Fayette Circuit Judge Lucy Van Meter also ordered Rosing to perform 100 hours of community service. A lawyer, Fred Peters, complained to the Lexington Herald Leader that the prison sentence was excessive. He explained that because of the nature of the offenses, she will serve her prison sentence under protective custody at the Fayette County Detention Center. What she said was awful, Peters told the news outlet. She got into a scuffle with the clerk and bit people on the hand. But I think she did not deserve a sentence of 12 months in prison for the very first offense in her life. Well, her attorney makes a good point, doesn't he? I mean, all right, she did bite the officer. Yeah. And with the embarrassment, you understand the university kicking her out, which is pretty tough. She was a senior at the time, so boy, was she stupid. And, well, drunk, of course. And that I can understand, but a year in prison? And as far as the racist attack, well, the supposed victim here is just laughing it up on the video. Doesn't seem like much. But, yeah, she did bite the officer's hand. So, I don't know. How bad was the bite? Yeah. I mean, in this era of bail reform where real violent offenders are just let free to victimize yet again, I guess here we finally got some justice, huh? But come on. Look at her. My God. Even in the mugshot with her natural hair now drawn out, Wow. What a cutie. I would just let her off with a spanking.
You can call me Snagglepuss, and guess what? I'm a Snagglepuss. You can call me Snagglepuss, and guess what? I'm a Snagglepuss. Here's $5, just so I can say this guy sucks. How much does this kick pay? Another win for the total. But if you need a break, I'd never say no. What will it take to let it all go? Think you can do better sitting next to this asshole. Forever and ever, oh God, I wish I could go. Another win for the total. I'm working a lot, I do what I can. But $5 is more than I got, so I cry like a man. Another win for the total. Just to be clear, I want you to know I ain't no queer. I never ate Nick's hole. Another win for the total. Another win for the total. But if you need a break, I'd never say no. What will it take to let it all go? And if you do better sitting next to this asshole forever Oh God, I wish I could go. Don't want a word for the.
All right. Sorry it took a little longer than I anticipated. Susan Dolan, she looks like the actress who played Roseanne's sister and Sheldon's mother. Do you mean Anastasia? So Susan Dolan again. Looks are only skin deep, Douglas. She's the last person you want to drool over. A pretty face doesn't equate with a class act. Yeah, I have no intention of meeting this person. just looked at the picture. All right, here we go. Mother of the year here. So first things first, I've done a bit already, but we didn't need to go through all that here. This. Bloop. Well, I'm not liking that, so we'll leave it as is. Let's see here. Darken it somewhat. Oh yeah, I need to check. Yeah, it's 300. All right. Does it still take a lot out of it? Not too much. All right. So I'll do the basics here. Add this in. Yeah, might as well do that. Might as well do this. I can't remember what color eyes she had. It's too bad she wasn't wearing glasses. Okay. Let me put a layer. So this is the idiot who did the suicide pact with her 10-year-old. And, 10-year-old did what Mama said. But then Mama didn't go through with taking the pills. Huh. But, she did call the authorities. Said, hey, I can't wake my daughter up. Was this like a really crappy, well, they're all crappy, Munchausen by proxy thing? But then the daughter woke up and said, hey, what happened here? Well, Mama wanted me to do a suicide pact with her. Oh, really? Yeah. Ah, boy. It's tough being a kid, especially when your own mother is too wrapped up in herself to take care of you. Yeah. Okay. Oh, maybe. I don't remember. Goes. There she goes. There she goes again. Now they were staying in a Motel 6. That was their place of residence. So I guess it's not going to get any better, honey, or something like that. Because there's no mention of the father. There usually isn't in these situations. Um, and no telling where he ended up. May not even know that there is a daughter. um, so don't know. Well, they said the kid ends up in foster care for the moment. So, and that's probably the best you're going to be able to do in this situation. Yeah, they have yellow jumpsuits in their prisons. This would be. Oh wait, I think it was this in Texas. I think it was. Or no, maybe this was the Florida. Well, yeah, this was in Florida. The no, it wasn't. That oh man, I forgot all about uh, the crime duo who lured that poor idiot out to the beach. Uh, you know, telling him he was going to get sex with this blonde chick, but she wanted to tie him up. So he agrees, And then suddenly he's on the beach all tied up, and her black boyfriend shows up with an axe. Whoops. Whoops. So, oh boy, it was going to be a bad night. And it was, but, well, he survived, was able to tell the police what happened. And when they stopped laughing at him, whoa, geez, boy, he got sunburned. Uh, they tracked down the crime couple. And, well, the boyfriend said, hey, man, I, came upon my girlfriend and this dude messing with her, and I assumed the worst. Well, and he said, okay, I may have choked the guy. So my bad on that. But that's it. Well, the guy's all cut up and hacked up and stuff. So I guess he was trying to say, hatchet? Come on. That didn't. No. And as per the details, as scant as they were, I don't know if they recovered the weapon. Can't remember. Maybe they did. You understand the main details of the crime was more distracting. Petty concerns like the weapon and stuff. So, but anyway, hey, he's all right. And again, it didn't specify, but I'm assuming since he was just expecting some sex. He's sitting there, just give me some sex, okay? And he had to have been naked, laying there. And then he saw the boyfriend coming, and he's like, "Oh shit!" He tried to get away, but of course he's tied up. The girlfriend jumped on him and on his legs and tried to hold him there, but I think it did say he managed to get up, and I guess he was like probably hopping away like a rabbit, But of course, the boyfriend caught up with him on that one and cut him up, All right, this is Brittany, who did a suicide pact with her 10-year-old daughter. So screw her, No, don't screw her. I mean, send her away. All right, so here we go to Maryland for these two. So to make it clear, this was the daughter of the murder victim. This is her daughter. So it's the granddaughter of the murder victim. There we go. I think we're caught up on that. Daughter killed mom. Granddaughter said, hey, what's going on? Saw grandma dead and then decided to help her mom cover up the crime, which they were unsuccessful at. Yeah. They got caught. Let me check. Yeah, okay. All right. Let's see here. See if this works. It did. Oh, I thought there'd be some open spots, but there weren't. So I did notice in the photograph, which I took down for some dumb reason, we could have compared it. But anyway, it's a little lighter here than it is in the back of the bun. And I deduced that's because of the lighting. Pretty smart, huh? Yeah. Oh, jeez. It's going to take all night if I don't get this right. Oh, yeah, I got to watch the Penguin. I didn't get to see the latest episode yet. I guess that'll do. I think it's all closed in. So then we'll make it darker. And there we go. That's the bun. You've got a bun. Yeah, I saw this guy the other day. And I've seen it before. It's just always funny. Obviously, he wants to grow a man bun. But he doesn't have enough hair for it. So he has a man twig. Yeah. Man, I can't wait till it grows so you can have that bun. So you can have grandma here. But the thing of it is, you're a man. Well, I don't care if you got a man bun or what. Well, actually, I do. I think it's stupid. It's never going to like. Hey, that's his thing. That's cool. It's not cool. It's stupid. There's nothing I can do about it. That's true. But it's stupid. You're not going to convince me otherwise. Okay. Here we go. There we are. Got your ears. Got that. Oh, damn it. I got to complete the shite. And I don't know. It seemed like a prison jumpsuit looked to be like navy blue or something. Can't remember. But then the mother, the one who committed the murder, of course, was just in a gray T-shirt or something. But then again, maybe they processed the dog. Well, no, they wouldn't have because they were the same time. So I don't know. But, they had her in her mugshot, and it looked like, unless that was, uh, maybe it was just scrubs. Good Lord, what if she is a nurse? Jeez. But sounds like they quickly turned the granddaughter against her mother. So she's like, hey, this is all her doing. It doesn't really do much for you. I mean, okay, you didn't do the initial crime. Then you went through all the, we got to burn in the body on a barbecue pit with gasoline, which could go to the favor of, look, they're really stupid. I don't know. I just didn't know what the hell I was doing. Well, that's okay. It's not, but you didn't know. And it's like, does she get any points for, well, I'm just so loyal to my mama? I don't think so. And what's she gonna do? Say she learned that from mama? I mean, look what she did to her mama. It also didn't say whether or not they were living, since she was stealing from her mother's, not her mom was stealing from her grandmother, her bank account. And that's what started the whole thing. And so I kind of wonder, are they all staying in grandma's house, And then you end up killing her, Said Maryland, but I don't know if that meant, Baltimore or anything. Possibly. Old Baltimore, Maryland. Okay. I guess I should give some definition. So you see how I've used this side of the face to have this line define the nose. That would indicate that the light source is coming from this side. So any shading and detail would really favor the side where the line of the nose is. I don't remember if it was like that in the photograph, and I don't care. It's how I drew it. So I'm kind of stuck where I put myself, And a little bit here and there, that's fine. But you really want to emphasize the shading on that side. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do there. I hope you all paid attention because, of course, there will be a quiz. Okay, well, that's daughter. Now let's deal with mommy here, who can't help but feel that somehow this is someone else's fault. And she's like, well, Amazon should have been specific that gasoline is not the best accelerant for barbecue, And it's like, God damn, Amazon, why didn't you say that? Because they didn't. Okay. Oh, wow. It's all complete and everything. Almost, but damn near. Oops. My nose is gone. No, it's back. Don't worry. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Eyes. There you go. And I'm only guessing that this one is the mother. It was very difficult to gauge the age between the two. It's just she has gray in her hair, so I assumed this was the mom. But again, hair's very straight. So I thought, well, is it just that she put the what do you call it, the relaxer chemical to get her hair straight? Are these weaves? And if so, would you go through the trouble of, well, at my age, there would be some gray in there. So to make it more realistic, I'll have some gray in my weave. I don't know. Just don't know. And of course, I'm not going to delve into it in depth. I can't be bothered with that. But just that being the only metric to go by, I decided, well, no, that's not going to work. This has got to be Mama. You know, and mothers, they teach their daughters things, and she was teaching her daughter how to get rid of a body. Uh, she just wasn't that good at it and didn't really know what she was talking about. So these things happen. But she tried, tried several different ways, and they got caught. Well, what are you going to do? Well, you're going to go to prison. And you can get on the stand maybe or at the sentencing begging for mercy and stuff. And what you do is you say, well, I just couldn't live with the disappointment my mother would have in me. So I thought it was best for both of us if I just ended her life, something like that. And it's like, well, it was a mercy killing. And hey, do you think a judge would go for that? Oh man, see what happens is my hand is starting to get numb. Ugh, jeez. Boy, did I make a mistake doing all three of these idiots. It's a good thing I didn't bother with the crime couple from Florida. Ugh. Should have just picked one. I gotta admit that Brittany was the most interesting, just how ridiculous she looks. Anastasia is a close competitor. These two, I mean, the only interesting thing is that, yeah, it was difficult to decipher which one is the daughter and which one's the mother. Oh, the sword. Okay. I think I missed a little bump. All right. And there we go. Here we are. But it's going to be a strange Christmas this year for this family, huh? Christmas with the Craigs. Well, yeah, that's unfortunate. Boy, is it. Is it? Okay, I did. All right. All right. that. You can only do that flat when you've decided you are done with some of these other elements. And a lot of times you aren't. And you gotta go backwards and start over and all that. We won't be doing that here. I'm going to just say I'm satisfied with where it is at this moment. Ah, come on. Is it stuck? Nope. All right. There you are. Put this here. And this here. All right. Screw it. We'll leave the shirt white. Good enough. I mean, it was actually kind of gray, but okay. Now I gotta put some gray right into her hair. Well, I don't need to do that. Gotta lighten it up to see the gray in her hair. Put the gray in her hair. Close enough, you know. You can tell I'm getting irritated and tired of this one. I mean, look, she murdered her mother, you know. Good Lord. What a piece of crap. And this idiot helped her cover the crime, you know. I mean, but she's my mama. Yeah. Killed your grandma. I mean, you actually heard grandma screaming. And you're like, hey, what happened here? Well, I killed grandma. You need to help me get rid of the body. You're like, no, I don't think so. No. You said, okay, Mom. Anyway, there they are, mother and daughter. How about that? Oh, let me check. Okay. Oh, Lugs showed up. Looks are skin deep. I did that one. Hey, Thompson. Doug, did you see Substance? No, not yet. Lugs. This is a fun one. Lugs. It was just a prank. Lugs. She looks like a distant relative of mine who narrowly avoided cretinism via a surgical intervention. Nodak 123. Staying at a Motel 6? Couldn't afford to stay at the Super 8? No, apparently not. Luke, so many hotels are shite these days. I'd rather pay $20 and sleep in a fucking pod like the Japanese businessmen. Lugs, at least if it sucks, it won't cost me $100. Susan Dolan, have you heard the theory put forth by Thorius Unlimited that the whole reason for Agatha all along was to set up Billy the Wiccan for the Young Avengers? Well, I hadn't heard his take on it, but I think that's obvious what it is. Whether or not they'll get there, I don't know. Will there even be an MCU by the time they're able to put that together? I don't know, but they've already introduced a couple of the characters. They had that teaser at the end of the Marvels. Yeah, I know. No one saw it. Just me and a couple other idiots. And Ms. Marvel was setting up the team. That's not how the team was formed. She had nothing to do with it. But that's where they're going. And eventually, I imagine Billy and his brother will show up to form that. Provided, again, MCU survives long enough for them to do it. Anyway, hey, Thompson, no Dixon? No. He didn't even get the message. Like I said, he's probably getting something to eat. You know? Anyway, Lugs, I resent man buns. Men with long hair should flaunt it like Twisted Sister. Lugs, the man bun is the male equivalent of Hillary Clinton's hair. Yeah. Hey, Thompson, you want to slow cook humans. Oh, so the meat falls off the bone? Yeah. Yeah, they didn't think of that. They should have ordered a giant cauldron thing, you know. Hey, Thompson, Doug, next time we can draw Satellite Man zapping Tony in the butt. Jeez. I don't know. I mean, I zapped him. I zapped him. Yeah, it was me all along. I drew him getting zapped in his junk. You know, still never colored that one. I guess that's another one I need to put in here and do that. Hey, Thompson, numb hands good for rubbing one out. People call that the ghost. That's nice. Hey, Thompson, dog, if I send you a photo of my parrot, can you turn him into a cartoon superhero that fights Satellite Man? Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Hey, Thompson, when are you going to be monetized, you diabetic bastard? LOL. Gotta have the subscribers, and I don't. So that's that. Hey, Thompson, Doug, I can cure all your ailments. You just have to fly here for a month. Yeah. Hey, Thompson, actually, if you do the math and know how to use Agoda website, living in hotels in Southeast Asia is cheaper than apartment. I have 6 friends that do that. I'm kind of jealous. Cheaper than my house. Well, that's something. If only Brittany had known about that. Oh, excuse me. Maybe, just maybe, she wouldn't have attempted to kill her daughter through a suicide pact. I can't remember if I did this one or not. It looks like I did. All right, we'll go with it. And let's see here. Layer. Flesh tone. Opacity. And then once again, because the nose line is on this side, the shading and more dark tones would go here as well. Right. So we're really going to make her eyes come out a little too much, actually. Yeah. You're like really old, so there's not a lot of color in your flesh anymore. You understand why? Because death is upon you. Oh, shit. It's upon me, too. Yeah, that's why you drink, you know. But it's not going to fix it. There ain't no fixing that. I know, you get angry, you have denial, and then eventually you just accept it. We all do. We'll all be defeated by the cold grip of death. So anyway, how's your holiday season going? Did you have a nice Halloween? Did you get candy? You know who didn't get candy? Me! I can't have it anymore. It's not my fault. Little Debbie's fault. That's what she did to me. And all I did was love her. You know? Why, Debbie, why? Oh, crap. It was that loud. Everybody heard it. Jeez. Well, what you gonna do? All right. Now here, let me get it to this more beer tone or diseased piss color. Yeah, when you're pissing and it's that dark, yeah, something's wrong. And then you might have a face like this. Huh? But then you just flush the toilet and go back to bed. It'll solve itself. Okay. Oops. Is that everything? I guess that's, yeah, that'll work. Oh, yeah, I got to remember she had some graying temples as well. So I think that has a lot to do with this. She's like, oh my God, I'm not young anymore. And nobody stares at me when I walk into a room anymore. And she's having a hard time dealing with that. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. There is something to be said for being ugly. Always ages well. You know, when you're like really hot and beautiful, it ain't forever. And when it goes, it's like it's way more noticeable than it is for somebody who's, you know, not all that great in the first place. And then it's like, good God, what happened? Well, you know what happened. It was time. Time keeps flowing like a river to the sea. Or really to the graveyard. You know. Damn, I can't remember what color. I got to go look at it. I mean, turns out I'm on the internet. I can do that sort of thing. Oh, hers was a navy blue one too. Oh, damn, I got it wrong. Actually, the granddaughter from the murder duo, hers was like a dark gray. See? See what happens when you don't check? You know, and I realize I'm the one who did it. So, but I'm just, you know, not going to take responsibility for it. So, I don't know. We're making navy blue like it's supposed to. All right, go. Ah, now we're getting somewhere. Hmm. Oh wait, wrong one. Jeez, you got to be on the right layer. It doesn't work. Eh, 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 Yeah, I got to do that too. Here we go. Okay. Down here for the darkest blue. This blue is dark. All right. Let's see what happens. Ah, look at that. Yeah, see? Almost as if it was meant to be. Because that's what she was wearing. And, oh, man, my hand is just completely dead. Now I got to use the other one. Now, what do you know? It seems to work just as good as the other hand. That's the funny thing about hands. They kind of do the same thing. Because now they have 5 fingers. If you have less than 5 fingers, see your doctor. Not that it'll do any good. It'll just, what the hell happened to your hand? I don't know. You're the doctor. Oh, damn it. Stupid. There, that's where it goes. Thought you could trick me, didn't you? Oh, wow. I didn't do the paint thing. That's why that little thing's there. Jeez. I'm all embarrassed and stuff. Well, let's see what happens when I just do it after the fact. Oh, yeah, I can do it now. All right. No, too late. We'll leave it like that. Yeah. By now, you realize I don't always get my way in life. And now you just witnessed it. Isn't that something? Wow. An insight into the private world of Mr. Nelson. Is that? Oh, yeah, that's it. It's a little awkward because I'm using the other hand. The other one is dead. But anyway, she's like really upset and scared and like, oh, I did what? Oh. Yeah. And the husband, he probably showed up. God damn, I told that bitch stop drinking. She don't ever listen to me. Oh, no. So I'm in the clear, right? Yeah. All right. Although, I mean, I'm assuming, that they said the husband, not ex-husband or anything like that. So, of course, maybe he was at work. I don't know, but it's like, hey, your stupid drunken wife, you left her in charge of the grandbaby. I don't know. It's not looking great on you. Well, who can explain love? I mean, I know she's a drunken, stupid whore, but god damn it, I love that woman. I can't help myself. I love her. Yeah. Like, all right. I want to hear all that. There, my hand's back now. I can finish this up. Just got to add the gray. Yes. Yes, the approach of death. Yes. That's death saying, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, I ain't never not got one yet. Well, I didn't get, the Lord and all that, but and then Lazarus. Well, a few others, but I'm gonna get you. And that's how death sounds. Some idiot redneck meth head. Well, a lot of people didn't want the job. That guy took it. All right, boy, we really solved a lot tonight, huh? Yeah. So there's what was her name? Oh, Anastasia Vaughn. I remembered her name. I guess because it's Anastasia, Anyway, let's see. I read that one. I did that one. Okay, A. Thompson, Satellite Man and Tony needs to be a complete series by Doug. A. Thompson, how many subscribers do you need? Well, it's, what is it now? At 800 something? I guess go to the dashboard. It should say it. 827. And I assume you mean YouTube. Well, yeah. Because technically I am monetized on Rumble. So yeah, if you want to see a Rumble rant, yeah, I'll get it. Anyway, That's the deal. You got to have over 1,000. And then what is it? 4,000 hours viewed, I think. And then you're eligible for monetization. Anyway, Susan Dolan, 8 times. Doug is current. Oh, she answered. It was right underneath it. I didn't see it. Thank you, Susan. Yes, 827. A. Thompson looks like April. Yeah, it does. I mean, April in the future. Holy crap, man, it's kind of sad. Gee, you think that's what would have happened had April stayed and was the forever mommy? But this was the grandbaby, so it would be the grandkids of Aaron. Yeah. Yep. There's the future, April. But, maybe she figured some stuff out, It won't end up that bad. But, yeah, we're all going to age. And, so enjoy the beauty while it lasts. That's all I can say. We all do. But maybe not do, orgies anymore. Anyway, A. Thompson need 1,000. Yeah. A. Thompson, he almost there. Push, Doug, push. Uh-oh. Now I got to go to the bathroom and change. A. Thompson, Doug, when I lived in the American South, the gas stations would sell all sorts of pills and shit next to the cash registers. Those things were gross. Well, the only pills we got is ibuprofen. There's something else. Advil. Yeah. There's BC powder. Yeah. Oh, and the little chewable Tums. Yeah. Lugs McGurkin, if a person has ugly thoughts, it begins to show on the face. And when that person has ugly thoughts every day, every week, every year, the face gets uglier and uglier until you can hardly. A. Thompson, I believe it. Lugs McGurkin continues, look at it. A person who has good thoughts cannot ever be ugly. You can have a wonky nose and a crooked mouth and a double chin and stick out teeth. But if you have good thoughts, it will shine. Luke McGurkin continues, out of your face like sunbeams, and you will always look lovely. Luke McGurkin, Roald Dahl. Well, there we go. So be a good person inside, and the beauty within will glow. But if you're a piece of shit who was born with good looks, but you end up throwing your grandbaby in the ditch, oh, you're not going to look good at all. Hey, Thompson, nothing nefarious, Doug. Just saying, fly here, go on a scuba live aboard, and your weight will peel off, and you will get healthy quick. Well, I'm losing weight, but a lot of the damage is already done. Yeah. But I appreciate the kind thoughts. Hey, Thompson, then we can get you an Asian girlfriend. Love you long time. Boy, that is tempting. Yeah. Lugs McGurkin, what part of the world do you live, Thompson? Yeah, I'm forgetting that too. It's Southeast Asia somewhere. Hey, Thompson, I liked those short, dull movies by Wes Anderson. I enjoy the Anderson flicks. Life Aquatic was my favorite. Lugs McGurkin, nice choice. Lugs McGurkin, I never saw Fantastic Mr. Fox, but it's on my list. Karmic X, that does indeed look like a crazy bitch. Nice work, Doug. Well, only because she's a crazy bitch. I mean, she's going to blame it on the alcohol, I'm sure. But, Hey, Thompson, once I understood what work went into Fantastic Mr. Fox in that stop motion stuff, I appreciated it much more. Hey, Thompson, Southeast Asia. Well, that's what I figured. Lugs McGurkin, stop motion is completely terrifying up until a certain level of competence where it becomes really charming. Oh, do you mean the stop motion horror movie? I did see that. And I guess there's a charm to it, but if you're talking about that one, that was it was a horror movie. Oh, yeah, it was. Karmic X, wonder if Doug had to chase off any problematic hangabouts at the store. No, it wasn't too bad. There was one guy who showed up with his home was on his back in his backpack, and he had his stack of cards that he was going through to see which one had money. And during the night at certain intervals, the register resets, and so it takes 5 minutes for it to come back to be able to process any transactions. And so while he's in the midst of going through his stack of cards that he got somewhere, that's what happened. And I said, hey man, the register's down. It's going to be down for 5 minutes. I won't be able to process payments until it's back. And he said, oh, okay. So he collected his pile of cards and left. Well, 5 minutes was too long, I guess. I mean, it looked like it was going to take at least another 3 minutes for him to get through those cards. But then again, without able to try them out on the card reader, yeah, I guess, it would take even longer. So anyway, but everything else was just the usual. Wasn't that big of a deal. Nodak 123, death sounds like Sheriff Roscoe P. Coltrane. Yeah. I'm going to get them Duke boys, and I'll get you too. Hey, Thompson, like every hair on the fox was perfect. It was a significant amount of work. Wow. Hey, Thompson, Doug chases dead ass. There is something absolutely perfect about a woman's ass. I mean, some of them, they mess it all up. I understand. I love food too. But man, when there's a good round ass, my God, it's hypnotic, Karmic X, hope you've been well, Doug. How have you been? Off and on, but for the most part, other than back pain, not too bad. I've had worse times in recent months, but seems to have cleared up for the most part. Karmic X, I need 10,000 watch hours in 1 year to get monetized on YouTube. 10,000. Well, then I guess I won't be getting monetized anytime soon. Luke's McGurkin, on the off chance they don't let Trump become president, I better move to Southeast Asia while my U.S. dollars and animal charisma can still impress an exotic cutie pie. Well, that is a thought, Karmic X, I think if Trump's not president, it'll be the last election of the USA. Yeah, I think so. Karmic X, I agree with Elon on that point. Hey, Thompson, after about $100,000 more drugs, that will be April. You know how much money it takes to be a drug addict? Oh, my God, yeah. And somehow they find it, don't they? Those crackheads would spend $500 a day on dope. Like, what the fuck? Those fuckers are rich. No, they get out of work a lot, and yet they work very hard at stealing, panhandling, and then it starts off with the enablers, but somehow addiction finds a way. Luke's McGurking, low frame rate stop motion like Gumby and Davy and Goliath really creeps me out. Yeah, I would imagine. Luke's McGurkin, the claymation from the Frank Zappa movies music videos really freaks me out too, but it's fantastic stuff. Hey, Thompson, Fantastic Mr. Fox is good. Check it out. I thought there was another stop motion by Anderson. Karmic X, the early Gumby was nightmare fuel. That Zappa claymation is insane. I'm trying to remember. I think it was Mad TV did a spoof of the Davy and Goliath stuff, but it was actually David Berkowitz, and Goliath was Sam the dog that he said he was the son of, you know. And the dog started telling him he wanted him to shoot people. And David, I know, I don't think I should do that. And then the dog would turn into a demon. You will do it. You know, and the kid was like, ah. So, jeez. I mean, it's horrific, but it's hilarious, you know. Karmic X, yes, a woman's ass just proves the existence of God. Yes. Yes, that's right. I mean, my God. It's amazing. Hey, Thompson, yeah, you can move here, but the political situation here is not much better. Yeah. Once the United States goes down, that's pretty much, that's it. Luke McGurkin, I had a prediction years ago that Trump would be the last U.S. president. I don't feel like I'm wrong yet. Luke McGurkin, yeah, I'd rather visit, to be honest. Luke McGurkin, I have a friend in Japan I really ought to visit. A. Thompson, best place to be when it all falls apart. It probably wherever all those migrants come from. LOL. Nodak 123. Yep, that was on Mad TV. Okay, yeah, because they did do a lot of claymation on Mad TV, so I figured it probably was them. Yeah, but so it's probably on YouTube somewhere. It's pretty funny. Luke McGurkin, Moral Oral is a Davy and Goliath parody. Yeah, I remember that one. Is somewhat libtarded. Well, yeah, they're not a fan of Christians, but it gradually becomes a really involved drama. I recommend. I did see a good bit of it in the old Adult Swim days, but now I'm blanking on a lot. But that Mad TV Davy and Goliath thing was just like one and done punch, and it was hilarious. Hey, Thompson, it's good to be in a kingdom. At least you have a leader no one can do anything about. You stuck with him. Well, if it doesn't go the right way tomorrow, then, tomorrow they're not going to have a result probably for weeks. But anyway, if it doesn't go the right way, you know, we're going to find out what it is to have an absolute ruler. I don't know who it'll be, but I mean, Kamala's just going to, you know, giggle and laugh and sit in a chair and stuff. But nevertheless, yeah, we will have an absolute ruler. Yeah. Karmic X, Gumby workaround, just have the characters slide around on their feet instead of walk. Yeah. Yeah, you can save a lot of work when you don't really show the actual articulation of legs and stuff. It's a pain. Even when you're drawing frames for New York Post stories like I do, after a while, it's like, look, I can skip a few. Luke McGurking, it's a flawed system until we find a way to make the king immortal. Yeah. You don't want to do that. All right, there we go. Four crazy bitches. That's right. And that includes the stupid granddaughter, because you should have known better. And I think you did. But you just did what mama told you, you know. Oh, Luke's McGurkin, like Warhammer 40K, Luke's McGurkin, and that worked out fine in Warhammer. Yeah, but aren't they going woke now? At the tail end of it, or is it? Oh, yeah. Well, whatever. There we go. Now, oh, geez. A. Thompson, does that pay well? A. Thompson, you draw for New York Post? No, I draw the cartoons for New York Post stories on New York City Crime Report, which you can check out at censored.tv and use the promo code PAT. Yes, by a staggering coincidence, the promo code is spelled exactly like Pat's first name, Pat, P-A-T. And then you can enjoy New York City Crime Report that features my New York Post Stories cartoons. Yeah. And occasionally they show up on my locals and on Pat's locals. How about that? Isn't that something? Well, it's something. It is. So there you go. All right. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a good time watching Crazy Bitches. That's I don't recommend be in charge of any child or anybody else for that matter at any time. Not even when they get out. No. Good night, all. And again, thanks for watching. Don't know what happens tomorrow. Pray. And I don't know that I'll do a live stream. I don't know. Maybe. But everybody's going to be watching, even though we all know they're probably not going to get to the results because, it's so hard to count votes, even though the biggest states in the country will have their results in, I guarantee you, within a few hours after the polls close. Just like last time. But battleground states suddenly can't count, So it could be a while. But all we can do is hope for the best. Oh, and vote. Yeah. If you didn't do that part, well, screw you, You should have done it. All right. There we go. See you again, hopefully soon.
Mr. Nelson draw. Listen to him tell his tales. See what you saw. All whistles and bells. Behold, Mr. Nelson's heart. Hear what has to say from the very start. Beyond the end of the day, after late as fuck. What else is there? Admit it, you're stuck. But Mr. Nelson don't care. Mr. Hill, tell his tales. Let's see what you saw. All whistles and bells. Behold, Mr. Nelson's art. Hear what has to say from the very start. From the very start. Beyond the end of the day. After late as fuck. What else is there? Admit it, you're stuck. But Mr. Nelson don't care. Don't care.